guys, it's Cody here for a little tutorial on cutting wood for around kids my age with an axe. And never do this without permission from an adult or your parents. And always make sure your parents are supervising you. And my dad's right behind the camera right now, so he's watching me. So, how you would cut it is, well, first of all, when you get it, your legs always have to be on the opposite side of where the blade's gonna go. So if you miss, like if you have your leg like this, you'll hit your leg. If your leg's back like this, if you miss, you won't hit your leg. But the point of trying to get the wood is to chop it easier. You want to always go on an angle like this, like that, so that way you can get a chunk out. So I'll try and demonstrate the best I can. So like that. Not very good. And you switch sides.
Hey dude, hang on a sec. I'll take the camera off the tripod so I can get a little closer. Okay. So, say that again. What you're... I'll get down so we can see.
So, you want to try and have the angle like this so that you can get a chunk of wood out. So, here, I'll try and get a chunk of wood out. Yeah, and always make sure your legs are away from the blade. So, like you want to try and sort of do that. So when you go to pull up, get a little chunk of wood that comes out. But you want to do that all the way through. And I'll try and get through the whole tree.
I'm a proud papa.
Yep.
This is Cody's first time ever turning around and using the hatchet.
Not my very first time. I used the hatchet like...
Well, you've used it a few times, but this is the first time you've actually used it to try to cut like through a big
tree,
log,
yeah.
And you're doing a really good job at it too.
Yep. Like I haven't even been doing this for about 10 minutes. And
You already cut one piece off already. So when you get a good hit there and you get a good piece, let us know and so we can turn around and see what you're talking about.
okay, yeah. I'll try.
Yeah.
Like that sort of right there.
Huh?
I have it sort of on an angle because that's what you want. So it's probably going in, like the white part of the blade to the black bit. That's roughly like that much there. So you kind of want to do that. But so
Now, do you have to have a lanyard on the axe?
no, but it's for safety reasons. So if I do accidentally drop it out, it won't, like, if it was like that, it won't fall on my foot. Or cut me.
Right.
And I always have gloves too, just in case.
Yep.
So like, yeah, the piece there I had. Now, you want to try and do the same thing on the other side to take the chunk out.
Now what should you do, like you're saying you're cutting through there now and you're kind of getting to the bottom. What's a way that you could turn around and do to make it a little easier to cut through better?
You could flip it over to the part where you haven't cut yet. So here's like the only part I haven't cut, right here. So
Right.
if you can kind of get through there, it will make it just a little bit easier.
So what's another safety thing that when you're cutting wood you should always make sure around you? Do you remember?
There's nobody around you? Yeah.
Yeah, always make sure that where everybody is around you. See, that would have been a perfect time to explain what you were talking about your legs, what just happened.
Yeah, or if you would slip, you aren't trying to keep your legs out of the way so you don't cut them.
But
So
because when you, no, I'm talking about when you swung and you kind of hit, but you missed and you hit the ground.
Yeah, so you always want to keep your feet out of the way. So then that way, if it misses, I'll hit the ground or sort of come up. But that's also one of the reasons why you want a lanyard. Well, you could.
You like the lanyard because it helps for that,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
But that's all for...
Yeah, it's
That's
personal preference.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Now, what's the safety precaution if you turn around and hit the ground? If you hit the ground, is it good for the axe?
No, but it's safer, so you
Right.
don't cut yourself.
Yeah, better to hit the ground and maybe wreck the axe than it is to turn around and hit your leg and cut your leg off.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Let me get on the other side. I get a better shot of you. Okay.
I'm gonna go put my toque on. I think I'm getting hit in the face. Where is it? Oh, it's in there. The wood hurts.
$10 old and cutting them pretty good.
This is like a nail or something. Oops.
That brings up a valid point. If you thought there was a nail in there and you were cutting with the axe and you seen a nail, what would you do?
I would have...
Would you keep cutting?
No.
No? Why?
Because if worse comes to worse, you might cut it, break it, it could fly in your face.
That's right. You could.
But
Well, it's not that
I
either.
looked at it, it's just really a piece of wood.
Yeah. If there was a nail in it, it would ruin the axe head.
Yeah, that too. Oh, yeah. It's perfect time too. So if I get a good hit here, this whole chunk here could come off and come out.
What was that? Sorry, dude. What was that? What were you
I got a
saying?
hit here, and it probably went down to here. So if I get a good hit here, I could take this whole chunk out.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. Or you want to try to keep the blade a little straighter though. You're getting more on the tip of it again.
Yeah. It looks like a beaver when I can shoot it.
Basically what a beaver does. Chews all the way around it.
That stem's hard.
That's the core of the tree you're getting into. That's why, because the outside of the tree was pretty much dead, and the top was all broke off. It was dead and everything else, and it was starting to rot from the outside in.
And you see the names on it. It's all nice and pink.
Yeah. Yeah, as you can see, guys, kind of what he's getting at is that if you notice all the stuff here on the bottom, it's all rotten, all the pieces that are around. This was actually standing up just over here, but it was only he's only cut off about 4 feet off of it, but it was just a deadfall that was still standing. And bottom of I just pushed it over and it snapped right off, but there's still enough of it in there that's some good wood that we can turn around and use for the fire.
Wow, it actually went really deep.
Yep, that it did.
It's probably about an inch deep.
And getting the piece, it made a good test piece for Cody's been bugging, and at 10 years old, he's been bugging to want to try to use the hatchet.
I sort of got that piece.
Yep. You're doing good, dude. You're doing good. You're almost through.
It hurts. Well,
What did I say if it starts to hurt?
I think I'm going to take a little break,
Yeah.
but that's a tutorial on sort of how to cut trees with an axe.
It's a hatchet. That's a hatchet.
Sorry.
It's an axe, but
it's like a mini axe.
yeah, there's different ones. That's a hatchet or a camp axe.
Yeah, for kids my age, so that's like around 10. It could be like 9 to 13. But
Well, I just said for you, it's a perfect size. But Daddy still uses it. That's the one Daddy carries all the time. It's my favorite one.
Oh,
It's the Fiskars X7.
Yep. So right here.
Yep.
Here, I'll show the camera.
There's a review on our channel. Daddy did a review on it. Yep. The Fiskars X7 with the carbon steel blade.
Oh, I think that's the end of this tutorial. And once again, make sure you got permission from your parents and you have adult supervision at all times. And yeah, that concludes this tutorial. Bye. Bye.
Oh! Oh!
I did it!
Oh! 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 Woohoo!
Ah!
Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun!
Yay!
The eye of the tiger!
I'm
Woo!
gonna go through the other piece. It takes so long.
Okay, leave that there. We'll have to split that in half.
Okay.
Yeah, that's too big to put on the fire like that. Alrighty, woohoo!
That was my hot chocolate.
High five, dude.
Yeah.
That's a nice cut. For your very first time, look at that. Well, not your first time, but you cut the other side, but
Ouch.
that's a lot of hacking.
It really looks like a beaver came through.
Oh, that's a good job. Good job. Good job.
Did the axe off.
But you know what? That's the thing though, right?
Now I get to watch you.